in action after testing positive for the coronavirus, and 3 of them playing together in the first 2 rounds. Nick Watney, Denny McCarthy, and Dylan Fratelli. There they are together. Not pictured here, Brandon Wu, who also tested positive, but then subsequently had 2 negative tests. He is in the field this week as well on a sponsor's exemption. There's a lot to this story. With more, let's join Todd Lewis.
Well, this is very complex. All 3 of those players that you see there continue to test positive for COVID-19, but the PGA Tour released last night why they are playing. They are following the CDC guidelines in regards to returning to work. Now, here's the situation. If a player or caddy tests positive for COVID-19 and has symptoms, obviously that person has to go away for 10 days for self-isolation. However, if there's a 72-hour period where that person does not have a fever or does not have any respiratory issues like coughing or shortness of breath, and it's been 10 days since the symptoms appeared, then that person can come back out onto the PGA Tour with some restrictions. They cannot go into the clubhouse, and as far as going onto the golf course, well, they can play a practice round by themselves or with others who are like them. So the PGA Tour, in regards to Dylan Fratelli, Denny McCarthy, and Nick Watney, all of those players meet that criteria. They did test positive for COVID-19 in the past and did have symptoms, so they put those 3 players together. Now, you may ask yourself at home, why are they playing out here on the PGA Tour if they're still testing positive for COVID-19? Well, according to medical officials, since they have gone through that 10-day isolation period and it has been 72 hours with no fever and no respiratory issues, they are not contagious. Now, one other interesting note, Whit, is if any of those players make the cut, then they will go out as a single on the weekend unless they have the same score, but they won't go out ahead of everyone else. They will play in the tee time category with those who have similar scores. Whit?
As I said earlier, Todd, we are living in interesting times right now.
Wow.
And the PGA Tour continues to react and evolve as the information changes.